To win the $1 million prize, 8 players need to hide on campus. As long as they can evade the manhunt for 20 minutes, they will get $1 million. Player 1 Matsuo chooses to hide in the library. He hollowed out one of the human anatomy manuals and hid his face inside it. Students have to open the book to find him. Player 2 Okabe plans to hide near the gymnasium entrance. He widened the corner here by 20 centimeters to create a hiding spot. Player 3 Kotani has his eye on the multimedia classroom. He found a gap in front of the projection screen. After sealing it with a cover, there was no sign of a flaw. Player 4 Kakuta noticed there were many sculptures on campus, so he dug an underground space here, then made a sculpture to cover the entrance. Player 5 Akiyama chooses to hide in front of the corridor of the painting club classroom. He emptied the cardboard box at the door and hid inside. Player 6 Sumshina chooses to hide in the equipment warehouse. He modified the props on the shelf, leaving an empty space in the middle, and only by opening the locker beside it. Can anyone possibly see Sumshina? Player 7 Okyuten and Player 8 Takachi plan to team up. They widened the space under the warehouse stairs with a cover plate. Okyuten hides behind this first door. Player 8 Takachi hides behind the second hidden door. Will this method work? With all 8 players already in hiding, the 20-minute search is about to begin. Who will be able to hold out until the end? Soon a group of students flooded into the library. 3 girls chose to start searching from the bookshelf near the door. Under their careful inspection, Matsuo couldn't escape being caught. Next, students arrived at each location one after another. Fortunately, the hiding plans of the other players were all pretty good, but several girls came to the flower bed with the sculptures. They just touched the sculpture with their hands and noticed that the sculpture shook significantly. It turns out Kakuta made the sculpture with foam board, so you could easily tell as soon as you touched it. Kakuta paid the price for his carelessness. Half of the first half search time had just passed. A team went straight to the stairs where Okabe was hiding. They tapped around with their hands and determined by the sound that there was a hidden space behind it. Then a boy kicked Okabe's disguise to pieces. He never expected to be found so easily. It turns out this team often played under these stairs. That's why they could spot the difference at a glance. Luckily, Akiyama's disguise was a reasonable way to hide himself without changing the original structure. Meanwhile, Sumshina was also surrounded by wooden boards on all sides. It's surprising that Okyuten and Takachi were still alive in the game. They could even chat with each other when no one was around. But this place soon caught the students' attention. They tried to open the sliding door to check, so Okyuten, who was hiding in the outer layer, was found without any surprise. But this was actually part of their plan. With the elimination announcement over the campus radio, this area should be relatively safe now. Soon the first half of the search time was coming to an end. A boy came to the area where Takachi was hiding. He crawled in to check the hidden door, but the first half time ended right then. Everyone had to stop searching, but the boy had no intention of giving up on this place. He stood there waiting for the break time to end. As soon as the second half started, the boy crawled in and caught Takachi inside right away. Now only 3 players remained, but a full 5 minutes passed, and the students found nothing. Some even tried to pry open the marble pillars to check. The camera cuts to the multimedia classroom. Kotani, who was hiding inside, was in a bit of danger. A boy climbed up to the projection room and started checking the side panels. As the hidden cover was lifted, Kotani was eliminated regretfully, and Akiyama's situation was not optimistic either. A girl kept rummaging through